All right, so yesterday we just got announced the winners of the Series 6 Bricklink Designer Program sets. So the 5 sets that they've chosen. So let's go ahead and take a look at what they are and see what we think about them. So the first one is this off-road adventure. Here, this little camping scene it looks like. So this is the smallest one. We have this little Jeep here in the back with some of these pine trees using quite a few of these fern elements, which are pretty nice. Some nice rock work. So this looks really good. Definitely more for like a city build as opposed to like any sort of fantasy stuff. Although I guess you could take all of this car and tent out and put something else in instead. But there's a fish here. We got an owl up there, and it looks like a little bird in the tree. So let's look at some of these other ones. The back, this new stump piece, that's fun. Oh, squirrel, so lots of animals, and a rabbit. There's at least 4 animals, right? 2 birds, 2 here. Oh, and then the fish, so 5. Another angle, some nice rock work. Lots of green foliage pieces, which is nice. Let's see, how many pieces is this? This is 859 pieces. So I don't really know the normal pricing per piece ratio that they do, but I don't know, maybe they would do around $80 for this. But yeah, that water looks very, very nice. It's kind of nice that they used clear instead of trans blue. That I don't feel like you see that very often. So that's kind of cool. So I think it looks good, but probably wouldn't pick this one up unless I had, I don't know, unless I really felt like it that day or something. But the smallest ones I think usually sell out or do pretty well. So that's pretty cool. Let's check out the next one. This one, the Art Factory, definitely for city builders. So this one is not modular. It has some interesting sidewalk, how it's all sideways bricks. Looks nice. Probably won't connect well with most people's modular cities, but I think it looks cool. Just this art district kind of older building that's been revamped into all sorts of different things, I think, from the inside. Yeah, so painting academy, ballet classroom, exhibition hall, working elevator. So that's what this tower is. A piano. That's a pretty cool grand piano. That's actually a good build for that, I feel like. And then a photography studio. So I like the idea of this, but I'm just not as much of a city builder. It looks good closed up too, how it can open and close. Some nice little grates in the ground, it looks like. This looks good. Like, I think this looks really good. Kind of a modern take, revamp of this like older historical building. I think looks very cool. A nice color combination with the green and this kind of tans and oranges. I think it looks good, and it is fun seeing something different for the sidewalk as opposed to just plates like normal. You're able to get a little bit more detail in it this way, and I think that looks very nice. You got the little rat in the sewer, it looks like down there. This little fire escape looks good. Looks like a good design for that. But yeah, I think it's kind of satisfying how it closes up that way. But yeah, I probably won't be getting this one. I may not be getting any of them, but this one is not my favorite. All right, so next up we have, I believe, the biggest one. This is the Gold Mine Expedition, not exhibition. Gold Mine Expedition by Brick Project. The coloring is nice. I like this dark red. It's kind of satisfying. And then they have the greenery around. It's not quite Western necessarily, but it totally could be. I'm not sure if they were meaning for it to be a Western theme or not. I feel like they've done multiple Western ones in the past few series. I'm surprised they didn't use that skull piece for this right there. There's a piece that is actually like meant to be the skull of that. I'm surprised they didn't use that. So it comes off in 4 levels, it looks like, although that's probably just the attic. It includes quite a lot, like more than you would think maybe should be included. A post office, seems interesting. I guess most of this other stuff kind of makes sense. A safe, yeah, I guess that makes sense, you know, when you pull something out of the mine, you want to put it in the safe. So I guess most of it makes sense. Post office just seems a little interesting to me. But I'm not an expert on mines, so there's probably a good reason for it. The water wheel is pretty cool out the back. The water itself does seem a little bit plain and kind of maybe boring. I wish maybe they would have used some transparent blue tiling there. But it's pretty satisfying how this whole thing comes together. It looks like a big chunky thing though. Like it looks like a solid big build. Water wheel turns, pretty cool. Yeah, so this first level, you almost wish there was a little bit more mine for it being a mine set, right? Just getting this little bit done here seems like not much, but I don't know. Maybe, you know, I'm not the expert, but it's a cool build, very dense, it feels like, very big, but I'm not sure that this is one that I would be getting. Some nice stickers, it looks like, mining supplies. Definitely could fit into a Western theme very easily, I feel like. So if that's what you're doing, this might be a good pickup for you. All right, and then let's take a look at the only castle one. We've been getting a lot of castle sets with all of these. So this is the Outlaw Forest Den. So this is, I believe, the wolf pack. I'm not an expert with my castle factions, but I believe that's this one. It's a wolf, so I think it's wolf pack. Looks good. It looks like this kind of rock cliff that a tower has been built out of, and some little water down the bottom. And let's see. Let's go look at some of these other photos. Okay, so it looks like it opens up maybe in some, like maybe 2 different hinging spots, maybe. Has this little gate here. And I like this side. I tend to really like the kind of natural, like the structures built into rocks, which I guess this whole thing is, but I don't know. Maybe the black doesn't quite do it for me. But I think this area looks nice. There's the stairway. The minifigures look pretty cool. I like that they're doing a little bit of like different kinds of things with them, and they're not all just, I don't know, look the same. You know, they have different kinds of facial hair, and this guy has a little big beard. That's kind of nice. Nice little cart. All right, so here's the back. Okay, so yeah, it looks like it. This little tunnel, I don't quite know where that goes. Oh, that's under the bridge. So that's a satisfying little immersive area, I feel like. And I love how everything connects. It's not huge, which is okay. And, you know, sometimes less is more. Looks like they got some nice interiors here. Yeah, okay, so here you can get a bit of a better view of the layout with these stairs going up and across the little bridge. Yeah, this is my favorite part, I think, of this whole thing. Just this whole side area. I feel like it's cool, but maybe, I guess, does that kind of open up into a cave? Is that what that's meant to be? That's pretty cool, I guess. But I don't know, for some reason, this side just makes me happier. I kind of like that there's like treasure and barrels and loot kind of stuck, you know, under the tree there. That's pretty cool. Oh, it looks like there's a trap door on the drawbridge. Yeah, it's a nice little build. Back seems a little plain and simple, maybe. All one color down here, so it's just like gray and then black. I maybe kind of wish there was a little bit more trees or foliage or something. Looks like there's some play features there. So this one's pretty cool. This one is maybe my second favorite, although it's kind of hard to know. Let's head on to the last one though, and I will admit this one is my favorite. I always go for the nature scenes, and I love national parks, so this one is definitely my favorite. I was very excited when they picked this one. The tree build, it looks really good. Oh, so this is the Sequoia Tree Trail. I should probably say that. That's the title of it. The tree build looks really good. Like this looks great. It looks really fun. And there's some other smaller trees here. It looks like there's a few different designs of trees for the smaller ones. which is nice to get some variety. And lots of these fern elements too. Oh, and even the double wide ones. So that's pretty neat. Some nice printing here, or maybe that will be a sticker, I don't know. We'll have to see. Lots of fern elements again. I love how they've made the ground look very mossy, and there's rocks and all sorts of different pieces going on to make it look real interesting. So I think they did a good job with that. This I thought was clever, how this is like a log, like a split halfway, you know, through a tree, the diameter of a log. I think that looks pretty cool, and that's kind of a nice little feature there. I'm not sure what these mean. Yeah, I'm not really sure what those numbers indicate. General stud. I also don't, is that like general admission kind of? Maybe that's what that means. And this little like hollowed out, fallen down tree, that's pretty cool. That's a neat feature. I like that. This cabin is pretty simple, but it looks okay. It looks good. Nothing too crazy in my opinion here, but yeah, it looks good. This is really a fun thing. And it looks like all these trees are on these clips, so they are angled at different angles. Looks like we're getting a lot. Oh, I've been seeing a bunch of these little frogs here and there, so it looks like we might get some of those olive green frogs. But I've been seeing, yeah, it looks like we're gonna get a lot of these leaf pieces in olive green and maybe a bunch of greens. Lots of greenery in this, which green is my favorite color, so maybe that's why I like this one so much. Looks like a small little interior here, very small in fact. But some nice stickered, probably, maybe print, but probably stickers, elements there. And a little tree or sapling or model, a model of a big one here in the case. So that's kind of fun little detail. Yeah, very small interior. Looks like there's a little fireplace. And yeah, those trees look very large. Like I wonder how tall they are. You know, because that might be something that's a little difficult to display. But you could totally just take this cabin out and take the fences and stuff out and put something else in. Make it a medieval scene if you want. That would be pretty cool. You know, I'm not a city builder. This would work well in, you know, a park or the nature part of a city kind of. But I don't really do cities, so that's not what I would do, but I love national parks. So this is pretty cool to me in that regard. So that one is my favorite one. So these, let's see here. These will be crowdfunded on October 6th, 2025. So that's like almost a year away. And then they won't even ship until probably 2026, I would guess. So it'll be a while before any of these come to your door. But I guess that gives you time to save up for them. So let me know what you think. Which ones are your favorite? I'm guessing a lot of people are gonna like this castle one because I know that is always pretty popular. And usually I would love the castle ones. But this one just isn't as impressive to me as some of the other ones have been. But this one's definitely my favorite, even though I'm not usually a city builder. Even in some of the past ones, I think we've gotten, this one is very cool. So that's kind of a castle, but not really. That's a pirate one, that's cool. Let's see, when's the last castle one we got? Seaside Market. Is that, oh, Siege Encampment. That one's pretty cool. Yeah, anyway, it seems like they've just been doing a lot of castle, a lot of castle ones. This one was very cool. That one might be one of my favorites, the Forest Stronghold. That one is very nice. I like that one a lot. But it seems like they've been doing a lot of these castle sets. Pretty much every series, there's been at least one castle set, if not two. So hopefully they'll learn their lesson and start making some, LEGO will learn the lesson and start making some like actual direct-to-consumer castle sets. But anyway, those are some of my thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you think, if you're going to be getting any of these, and which ones are your favorites. Let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.